Friday, y'all, and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. This is Lindsay, and I am back with another daily work from home job leads video for you. Today, we have some big, well-known companies like Martha Stewart, Motorola, US Bank. We have some data entry. We have some healthcare claims positions. As always, links, timestamps, all additional information you may need is always found in the YouTube description box below the video. So we have DotDash Meredith hiring. DotDash Meredith is like a big parent company. They own other well-known brands such as like People magazine. They also own Martha Stewart's brand, and with that comes Martha Stewart's website, marthastewart.com. They have 552 reviews from past and current employees, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.8 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a news editor specifically for Martha Stewart's website. This is remote for the United States. This is going to be a part-time position, but they're really looking for somebody to just update and write timely content for marthastewart.com. So as a news editor, you're going to write content that appeals to the audience. So they're really looking for somebody who's passionate about like home, garden, lifestyle content. You have morning availability in the Eastern time zone. So if you're outside of that time zone, you kind of have to convert your hours to see if that works for you. But they're looking for somebody to work about 13 hours a week. Pay for this is $25 an hour. Now this is for the United States only. And you're just pitching and writing those news stories for marthastewart.com, researching and performing any revisions, updates, or rewrites for content that's also already on the website. No college degree is needed, just somebody who has 2 years of experience writing or editing home or lifestyle media, someone who's comfortable with internet research, using Google, things like that. Now, if you have journalism experience, that's strongly preferred, not required. As long as you have strong writing and editing skills like strong grammar, punctuation, all the things, you're very detail-oriented and you're very comfortable working from home remotely. We have Health Access Group hiring. Health Access Group has 60 reviews with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.0 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a data entry operator. This is remote for the United States, but please note this is going to be a temporary position, but it is something that you can get some experience, put on your resume, and have something else on your resume. But Health Access is looking for somebody to just be responsible for entering data into their computer system. So you're keeping track of received data and source documents. Of course, their name is Health Access. This is going to be in the healthcare field. You're preparing and sorting documents, identifying and interpreting the data that needs to be entered. So you are comparing data to the source documents, re-entering data in verification format on screens to detect any errors. You're compiling, sorting, verifying the accuracy of the data, keeping records of the work that you've completed on, and you will have to respond to inquiries regarding entered data. So you need correct knowledge and performance deficiencies. When notified of errors, you're going to have to correct those errors in the system. Only requires a high school diploma or GED and somebody who has 0 to 2 years in a related field. So like administrative work, data entry, those types of things. You do have to type at least 45 words per minute and be able to navigate around multiple software systems like Microsoft Office, Excel. Sadly, this one did not list pay. Just a reminder, I don't work for any of these companies. I'm simply sharing what I find online. Pay will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. We have Moda Health hiring. Now, please note, Moda Health has a little bit lower satisfaction rating. They have 276 reviews, but their employee satisfaction rating comes right in the middle at 2.6 out of 5 stars. Some people love them, some people hate them, but if you're interested in this position, make sure you come to the Glassdoor page, read the reviews of people who work with them, read the reviews and make the decision if this is the company for you. But they are looking for a medical claims COB or coordination of benefits processor. They do say that they're going to leave this position up until it is filled. Now, please note when you first come to their webpage, it is going to have some stuff at the top, some warnings and all that. And then there's a box where you can search positions. You do have to keep scrolling down and the medical claims processor will be right there. Now, they are looking for somebody to enter claims data into their computer system, understanding medical terminology. So you're going to be entering things like diagnosis and procedures that the patient had. You're reviewing and resolving any claims through their claims system. Working with specifically the patient's individual insurance plan, applying their plan concepts to claims, making sure correct deductibles, co-insurance, co-pays, out-of-pocket maxes is applied to the patient's account. So you're kind of reviewing these medical claims, determining if further investigation is needed. So maybe the insurance company did not pay the claim because they said the patient had other insurance. You're going to have to investigate that and find out if they did and where the correct insurance company to bill the claim is for, or maybe they didn't pay the claim because they say the patient does not have coverage for this service, or maybe it's that it's coded wrong. You're just going to have to research all of those things, reading the explanation of benefits from the insurance company, seeing if there's anything you can correct on your end to get that claim back out and paid by the insurance. They require a high school diploma or GED, but no college degree. 6 to 12 months of some kind of data entry or medical office experience is preferred. Somebody who can type at least like 35 words a minute. Somebody who's familiar with like medical terminology. You can be punctual. You can be organized. You can kind of work and navigate around computer systems. Pay for this one is anywhere from $18.03 an hour up to $20.18 an hour. We have U.S. Bank hiring. U.S. Bank probably needs no introduction. They have 12,000 reviews and overall rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a loss prevention fraud operations analyst. This is remote for the United States. Now, please note, they do state this role is posted as remote, but if you live near a U.S. bank location, you're going to be required to work on site at least 3 days a week and do a hybrid, 2 days at home, 3 days a week. So I would just suggest that if you live close to a U.S. bank location, that this might not be the job for you. I would not apply. I would only apply, like, I've never seen a U.S. bank near me. So, someone like me who doesn't live in a location near there might apply because this is remote. They are looking to start someone on May 5th, and a training is going to be 5 weeks long. They are hiring throughout the United States, but training will take place in the Eastern time zone, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then that's also going to be your work schedule. So if you're outside of that time zone, you'll have to convert your hours to see if that works for you. But U.S. Bank is basically looking for somebody to just review and monitor banking account activity, trying to identify fraudulent financial transactions and violations. So you're going to secure accounts to prevent fraud and to prevent the bank from losing money. Because, of course, if fraud happens on someone's account, the bank has to reverse those charges. If you've ever had fraudulent activity on your debit card or anything, you kind of know how that works. And then the bank loses the money. So they're just looking for somebody to monitor ongoing activity, trying to catch it before it happens and before it clears so they can kind of decline or deny the charges. So you're going to work with different merchants to resolve customer service issues or fraudulent activity. You're maintaining merchant processing statistics and records. No college degree is needed, just a high school diploma and at least 1 year of related work experience. Other than that, you need to kind of be able to be analytical, interpret data, resolve exceptions, have great communication skills, and be able to navigate around different computer systems, use Excel for reporting, Microsoft Office applications, Outlook for email, things like that. Now, pay for this one is anywhere from $20 an hour up to $22 an hour. And of course, we have Motorola Solutions hiring. Motorola has 5,200 reviews from past and current employees. That overall employee satisfaction rating of 4.3 out of 5 stars. And I don't know about you, but the chokehold that the Motorola Razr phone had on me when I was younger was just too much. But Motorola is looking for a customer service representative. Now, this is remote for the United States. I will say they list a few states at the top, they have state restrictions, but you can ignore those because down here at the bottom, it does say that you can be located anywhere in the United States. They don't have any state restrictions, but they do prefer candidates that reside in the central time zone just because that is the preferred working time zone. So if you're outside of that time time zone, at least to make sure that when you apply that they know that you are willing to work hours in that time zone. But Motorola has other smaller companies under them, specifically MV Track and MV Connect, which is a leading provider of on-demand data solutions for like auto financing, government and law enforcement agencies. And so they are specifically looking for someone to do customer service for those companies. You're going to be processing assignments for the clients, processing the completion of services, and releasing lender assets upon execution of service. So you're processing client agent requests, managing a high call volume. So again, customer service call center. So you've got to be able to multitask, work with multiple different computer systems, work in like multiple they say up to 15 different tabs. That would drive me crazy just personally. If I have a whole bunch of tabs open in my web browser, I get a little confused. That's just me, but you got to be able to type at least 40 words per minute. Use like Microsoft Office or the Google Suite equivalent. Other than that, they're looking for somebody who's a high school diploma or GED, no college degree, at least 2 years of customer service, and of course, you can work in the United States legally. This is not for outside of the United States. Their pay range starts at $32,700 a year, goes up to $49,100 a year. That's going to be in the estimated $15 to $23 an hour, but it does say that they offer incentive bonus plans as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.